In this section, we are going to discuss Web 2 and its effect on Business 2, which is the second wave of Internet use in business. The main outcomes intended for this section include explain Web 2 and identify its four characteristics, explain how Business 2 is helping communities network and collaborate, describe the three Business 2 tools for collaborating, and describe Web 3 and the next generation of online business. In the mid 1990s, when the stock market reached its all-time high due to the introduction of Web 1 in business, many thought that the future of the business would be internet-based. Shortly after that, many businesses failed and that bubble burst. With the introduction of Web 2, which was the driver of Business 2, websites could have offered interactive features for users such as sharing and collaboration. In addition to that, working with Web 2 was much easier for non-technical users, which made it more popular among customers. Business 2 provided a virtual environment where employees and customers could interact without relying on physical stores. Direct-to-consumer (DTC) is an e-business model where companies build, market, sell, and ship their products themselves without relying on traditional stores or intermediaries. Companies like Nike and Under Armour were among the first that launched DTC and hence achieved remarkable success. There are three main drivers of the DTC sales channels: customer experience, data collection, and reduced cost. For example, by selling directly to customers, companies can better monitor the selling process. The second advantage of direct selling for companies is that they can collect customers' data without needing intermediaries, and therefore they can provide better products and services to them. The other advantage of DTC is to ship products directly to customers, which saves retail costs such as inventory and transportation. This picture shows the main characteristic of Web 2, which include content sharing through open sourcing, user-contributed content, collaboration inside and outside organizations. An open system consists of non-proprietary hardware and software based on publicly known standards that allow third parties to create products collaboratively. Source code contains instructions written by a programmer specifying the actions to be performed by software. Open source refers to any software whose source code is made available free for any third party to modify. Business 2 relies heavily on open source software. For example, Mozilla Firefox is an open source web browser to which many volunteers from around the world contribute. Closed source, however, is any proprietary software licensed under exclusive copyright holder. E-business was characterized by a few companies posting content for the masses. Business 2 is known by the masses creating content for the masses. User-contributed content is created and updated by many users for many other users like YouTube and Wikipedia. Reputation system is user-contributed content in which buyers post feedback on sellers like comments on Amazon. Native advertising is an online marketing method in which advertisers try to attract customers by getting their feedback. A collaboration system is a set of tools that support the work of teams by facilitating the flow of information. Collective intelligence is collaborating and tapping into the core knowledge of all employees, partners, and customers. Knowledge management involves capturing, classifying, evaluating, retrieving, and sharing information assets in a way that provides context for effective decisions and actions. Knowledge-based assets fall into two categories: explicit knowledge, which consists of anything that can be documented, achieved, and codified. Tacit knowledge, which is knowledge contained in people's head. The most common form of collective intelligence outside organizations is crowdsourcing, which relies on the wisdom of the crowd. Crowdsourcing takes place through asynchronous communication, such as email, or through synchronous communication, such as online chat.